Hi, I'm Andrea, and welcome back to Conversations We Need to Have. We are a sex and relationship podcast where we encourage you to be bonobos, not chimpanzees, be lovers, not fighters. Today, we're going to discuss condoms. Now, condoms are not a maybe or a maybe not, they're not a backup plan, they're a must. A recent study released during Sexual Health Awareness Week back in September shows condom use in the UK is hitting an all-time low. And guess what? At the same time, STI rates are going up. Between 2022 and 2023, STIs rose by 4.7%. That is not a coincidence. When used properly, condoms are 98% effective at preventing both pregnancy and STIs. Now let's talk about properly. Studies show that about 75 to 85% of people put condoms on wrong. If you're unsure on how to put one on, then YouTube is your best friend. There are loads of examples on how to do it, and they'll walk you through it nice and slowly. And just to help you on your way, here's me putting on a condom on a banana and talking you through it. Now, this is going to be more useful for the people who are watching rather than listening. Okay, so here's my banana and here's my condom. So what I'm going to do is put my banana down and open my condom. Now be careful when you open a condom. You don't want to catch the condom and end up splitting it in some way. Okay, so I'm pulling condom out. There you go. Now what you want to do is just get the end of the condom, okay, and just get the nipple, and you're going to hold on to that. So the tip of the condom you're going to pinch, and that's to give space for the semen. So you need to make sure it's not inside out, okay? So if I put the condom on and I try to roll down and it's not rolling, okay, this means that it's the wrong way round. So what you do not do is you do not flip it. You ditch it and then grab a new one. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this, because it's obviously not on a real penis, we're going to make sure it's the right way round. So I'm going to pinch the end, okay, so the nipple part, put the condom on the banana, and then I'm gonna roll it down. Obviously, if this was a real penis, I could hold on to the end, but it's not. So imagine I'm holding on to that nipple bit. But to do this with the banana, I'm just going to roll it down right to the end. So the full length of the penis. Okay. Now, like I said, if it doesn't roll down, it means it's inside out. So don't flip it over. Okay, you need to ditch it. So don't flip, but ditch and start again with a new one. Okay, and it's as simple as that. We live in a sex negative culture, so there's a ridiculous idea that condoms ruin the mood, they make sex feel bad, they don't really protect us anyway. It's all bullshit. And sadly, this attitude usually comes from the way we've been educated or not educated. The silence from our parents and the shame-based messages we're getting from our religions or our cultural backgrounds or beliefs. All this leaves people thinking that not using condoms makes them somehow more real or passionate during sex. This is just not the case. Right, let's be honest. Humans are sexual beings. We like to fuck. We're going to do it whether we know how to do it safely or not. So why not equip people with what they need to do it responsibly? Carry condoms all the time. Keeping condoms in your bag, your wallet, in a dish by the bed does not mean you're easy. It means you are prepared. It means you give a shit about your health and your partner's. because you don't want a gift you didn't ask for and you can't return. But condoms don't feel good. Okay, I don't have a penis, so I can't speak from experience. But I have noticed that most guys, when they are wearing condoms, they still manage to come. So I don't know, is it that bad? Yes, condoms do reduce sensitivity. Yes, they can dry things out a bit. Yes, they create a barrier between your genitals, but so does a raging STI. Would it be amazing if we lived in a world without viruses, bacteria, and risks? Of course, but that's not the world we're living in. In this world, you can use ultra-thin condoms, add lube, lots of it. You can still have fantastic, hot, connected sex. Common excuses, let's bust them. I'm allergic to latex. Okay, fair, but let's get real. Less than 1% of people actually have a latex allergy. If you're that one, great news, there's non-latex options. Don't you trust me? That classic guilt trip. Trust isn't the issue. STIs can be passed on even if someone generally thinks they're clean. Many don't show symptoms, so no glove equals no love. Final thoughts. Your sexual health is not up for negotiation. Unless you are in a mutually monogamous relationship with full recent STI screening, and even then HPV can still be a risk. Condoms stay on the table. And don't forget, store condoms properly in a cool, dry place. Check the expiry date and use a new one for every session or change of type of activity. Condoms are not an option. Birth control, not an option. Lube is not an option. Thanks for listening. Have a great day. And remember, be a bonobo, not a chimpanzee. Be a lover, not a fighter. Take care of yourself and keep having the conversations we need to have. And as always, if you enjoy what you hear, please rate, like, and subscribe. It helps these conversations reach the people who need them most.